Hey, RIOT podcasters. Looks like it's a long podcast today.
And I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, or do we just talk to talk?
Yesterday was like a shorter podcast, but we make up for it today.
Let us know if that's something you guys want.
So there's a food fight in the podcast today.
There is. We tried some of the fiery nacho Doritos.
It's flamin' hot nachos.
I can't get flamin' and fiery.
That's okay.
We also tried the Diablo and the fire flavors of the Taco Bell chips.
Mm-hmm. And you can see which one we think is hotter and then one that's better.
And you can watch, of course, the RadioU RIOT on our YouTube channel. You'll see that posted there, and RadioU RIOT on our Facebook page.
Let's see, Nikki, other things that are in the podcast. Scuba theme parks, port-a-potties come back. That was from you guys. That wasn't from us. Yeah. We also get into farming simulator, and there's just a lot of port-a-potty Amazon deodorant talk. Swimming.
But again, that's what's making this a long podcast. Yes. So you get what you get.
And you don't throw a fit.
So enjoy it if you can.
All right. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
What's worse than finding grounds in your coffee? Finding grounds in your coffee while listening to the Riot. It's the worst of the Riot on RadioU.
You know, Nikki, it's not our birthday.
I know. I was wondering. I was like, whose birthday is it?
But I have this bag here. It says happy birthday or whatever.
So we're doing the whatever part.
Yeah. This is from Justin and Mindy. And they found...
Why can't everybody else find it?
Why?
Why can't we go into the store and find ourselves our own cereal?
Why can't I live in a world where I go to buy something and it's there?
I'm frustrated too, but I appreciate that other people are able to at least find it when we cannot.
So here you go. I have here Dippin' Dots Banana Split cereal.
That looks so good.
Doesn't it look good? I didn't even know this existed.
I didn't know either.
Do you understand that if I went looking for this box, it wouldn't exist?
I wouldn't even know.
But because someone else was at the store, it just happened to magically be there for them.
I wonder if there's other Dippin' Dots cereals, and like this is the banana split flavor. Is there something else?
I got to go to Google, Nikki. I got to find out. And then also, finally, there it is.
Sour Patch Kids cereal.
The Sour Patch Kids cereal.
Wait, slow clap.
Yeah.
For the cereal.
Yeah, for Justin and Mindy, not for me, because I didn't find it.
Wait, what's on the side? Is there vanilla wafer cereal if you turn it around?
Vanilla banana pudding.
Is that
cereal?
Oh. Yeah. Okay, well.
Well, how about, you're just blowing right past the Nutter Butter?
The Nutter Butter cereal?
There's Nutter Butter cereal.
And Chips Ahoy cereal?
Yeah.
What is all this? What do we live in? What is our world?
I'll tell you where we live. In a wonderful place. We live in the good place, Nikki.
Well, can we put that on the list? I got a real love for Nutter Butters and Chips Ahoy and the other.
But see, that's not the only thing we have. Did you see what Nick brought in yesterday?
Nick brought in some chips.
Nick brought us the new varieties of Taco Bell chips, the Diablo.
Yeah.
And then there's Fire, which I think maybe we've tried before, but I'm not sure. But Diablo, Nikki?
Sure, it sounds scary.
I know. And then
the devil chip.
Flamin' hot nacho.
From Doritos?
Yeah.
That one we were curious, is there any flame at all?
Yeah. I mean, this to me also a euphemism.
So what are we going to do?
How are you guys doing?
I feel like
Flamin' hot nacho.
We almost need to now keep a supply of milk or whatever milk product we'd like to use because we seem to always be having cereal.
I know. Well, what we need to decide is we got to make plans, okay? Because right now, if we fail to plan, then we plan to fail.
I'd like to do the chip one today.
You want to do that today?
Yeah, and then maybe we'll bring some milk.
We got to have some milk for the cereal, and I did not come prepared.
We can do that tomorrow if we want.
It's not my fault, okay? I had issues getting here today.
Well, thank you guys to everybody. Look at all that stuff you're bringing in.
Justin and Mindy and Nick and Peoples. Making it happen in ways that I never can.
The mystery person who will find the Nilla wafer cereal as well. To you, I thank you in advance.
Now we're just sounding pathetic.
Aww.
The Riots, turn it down.
And rip the knob off.
RadioU.
Do you remember, I don't know, like November or something, when you and I were talking about Farming Simulator 19?
I thought we talked about that many times. We found a couple of simulator type games last year, and none of them were coming out, but one was like you lived as a bee And
I know that still is not out. I want to play that game.
It looked fascinating. I thought there was a duck one as well, but maybe I'm just making that up in my mind.
No. There was one where it was a goose. You were like
and you went around and you honked at people or something.
Right.
It was just very random.
Something, yeah.
Very, very random. And then that led also to someone I think told us about, farming simulator, where you live the life of a farmer. And it looked really, really something. And so then, we talked about it.
You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Farming Simulator has just announced they're doing esports. So the company that owns the game is called Giants Software, and they are doing 10 tournaments as part of the Farming Simulator League. They'll take place in Europe,
I guess.
So competitors will go head-to-head with a chance to win up to
your own John Deere tractor.
$280,000.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah. So now, I mean, that is the combined prize amounts across 10 tournaments.
Oh, sure.
But at FarmCon 2020, someone will be crowned Farming Simulator champion and will win cash and prizes equal to $110,000.
I looked online. So the last Farming Simulator game came out November 20th, and that was number 19. 19 versions.
No, remember, that's Farm Simulator 19, so that's for the calendar year 2019.
That's not as fun.
So we don't know how many they've done.
Maybe they've had 19.
Good.
So that was the one for this year? It comes out early?
And they do the same thing with like Madden and stuff. They always have the year for next year. So like Madden.
That's ridiculous.
Well, they always name it after the year that like it's going to wrap up. So like the Super Bowl takes place in 19 for the 18-19 season.
Sure.
So that's how they name them. So, like, later this year, you'll get Madden 20 and probably Farm Simulator 20.
If we're good.
I still haven't played one of these. I want to play it. I don't want to buy it. That's the thing that's getting me. Like, I keep running all these games where I want to play it for like 2 hours.
Well, it looks like for the PC and consoles, there's 08, 09, 11, 13, 15, 17, a Nintendo Switch edition, and 19. Dude. So those are the versions. And on mobile gaming, there's 12, 14, 16, and 18.
Wait, so we can be playing on our phone?
Is there a farming simulator? I don't want to pay a lot because I'm not actually going to play it, so I don't want to pay a lot.
Here's Farming Simulator 18. It says for $5. And that's an Android.
That's thing. The latest mobile version of it.
Farming Simulator 19 for the PC is $30. For the PS4, it's $40. I don't know. Maybe we should try it. And we said this before, and we didn't do it. The thing that fascinates me too is like in this photo, the guy that's playing it is obviously wearing a John Deere hat. But he is also. It shows him with 2 computer monitors set up. He has got a crazy looking control panel that includes a wheel, but like a bunch of other stuff just for driving the tractor.
You're not messing around. And we talked to and heard from, there's a lot of farmers who play this when they're not farming. It's like they're still living in that world.
I have a friend of mine that's a farmer, and he plays with a bunch of friends on Xbox Live.
Like that's what you do.
Dude, okay, let's see. I just saw that text. Where did it go? We just heard from... Where's the mouse?
Redbox is Farming Simulator, and so does the library. It's addicting.
Okay, well, there we go. Nikki, maybe I just need to hit up old Redbox.
You could.
For little farming simulations.
Thank you for texting, Joe.
My favorite part of the worst of the riot, when they shut up and the music starts. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to a long holiday weekend. So I'm starting to think ahead about what's the kind of stuff that I want to be doing this weekend.
We just came off the long holiday weekend.
Which is why we're going to need another one.
Well, yeah.
You can't just jump right into a 5-day week. You got to ease your way in.
I understand, but we don't have a 5-day week. This is our 4-day week.
I know. And that's why I'm saying, like, next week, when there's this expectation that we're going to be back in 5 days, that's...
not going to work.
Too much. Yeah, we're going to have to whatever. And so I'm looking forward to just some me time this weekend and trying to figure out how to fill that gap. And I just saw a few people recommending to me via Twitter, First Man.
What's First Man?
Well, Nikki, First Man is, a Hey Girl kind of movie. Uh-huh. It's got Ryan Gosling in it, and it's all about landing on the moon.
Oh, is it the one that came out last year? Or is it? It's the one with the patch or whatever.
It's
the controversy one.
The one where they don't show him planting the flag.
No, he does doesn't wear the patch or something.
No, he wears the patch, but he doesn't play.
I thought it wasn't like it's a non-American astronaut.
Right. It's taking the America out of the moon landing.
Yes, pretty much.
I guess. But see, here's the great part.
That's all anybody remembers.
I know. Everybody says to me, like, no, I'm telling you, like, it's actually a really good movie. And, like, Ryan Gosling's amazing. Like, it's just such a great movie. And I'm like, ain't no America in it. That's all I have.
We can remember from this movie.
And for all, okay, you know how people get all bent out of shape about something? For all we know, there's America all over it. They just don't show the flag part.
Well,
we don't know.
It becomes funny at that point.
I don't know. But, like, maybe, Nikki, what if that's what we need? We need to just take a minute.
Oh, this is on the bottom of the list. Just the bottom of the list.
Really?
Yeah. You know I don't like space stuff. I don't like movies.
Holiday weekend?
Oh, no, thank you.
Still not feeling it?
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Well, I tried.
It's on demand if you want to watch it.
I tried. Thanks to everybody who hit me on Twitter yesterday. It must be because I put up a Twitter poll where I was like, hey, what should I do this weekend? And if you pay for it, the Anthem demo is free this weekend. Resident Evil 2 comes out. And I was asking, like, what do you guys think I should do? And I had people instead, they're like, you should watch this movie instead.
It's like, where's this coming from?
Don't play games. Watch this movie.
Because this weekend, I don't know. It's going to be bad, but still, Polar comes out on Netflix tomorrow.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And there's this Korean...
that's not a good movie.
I know.
We want it to be good, but it's not good.
I know, but I'm still going to try. And there's this Korean 6-part zombie show called, is it Kingdom? That's out tomorrow, too.
Let's see. I'm going to put Kingdom Zombies in Google and see what comes up.
Good luck to you.
There it is. Netflix series Kingdom is another slick zombie thriller from Asia. That's what CNET says about it.
That's my weekend right there.
Okay.
And it's only 6 parts.
Right. And how long are they?
Long enough.
It's why?
What's the matter?
It's just gross. I know that's zombies, but like...
What do you expect?
Here's this beautiful girl, and there's a zombie eating her neck.
Hello, it's the movie. It's the show for it.
I get it, okay? I get it. I understand. But I want to like it, but does it have to be so scary and gross?
I can't help you past that.
I think that's everything.
So I'm going to watch those too.
I want to like the moon movie, but can't they plant the stars and stripes on the moon? Like, I want to.
Think it's that. Is it the flag or is it the patch?
Here's this beautiful man without a United States patch on his arm.
He's without a country. How did he get up there?
How did he get up there? He just built that himself?
So wait, which is it? Is it because the flag or what? I thought it was because they didn't put the patch on his outfit.
Right. First, let's put First Man patch.
First Man controversy.
Okay, that's a better one. Controversy. And what did you find? Oh, you weren't also searching.
I wasn't looking.
Buzz Aldrin has some thoughts about First Man and the flag.
Is it the flag then?
Must be the flag. So, and depending on your website.
Or is the patch of the flag?
So, let's see. That's very un-Neil. Because it's Neil Armstrong. Mm-hmm. Dude, I want to start describing stuff that way. Like, hey, pass me those Sour Patch Kids. They're very un-Neil. I don't think
we can do that.
I don't think that's what Neil would do.
Well, thank you for encouraging us.
It's fine.
To watch all these different movies.
Hey, you can always hit us up on Twitter as well. Remember that. You can find links to Twitter, Instagram, whatever, riot.radiou.com. And this weekend, Nikki and I are going to watch the zombie moon flag movies.
With the assassin in it.
I'm so excited. So excited.
That's true. There's the one movie with the guy.
That's right.
A reformed assassin.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want a real one.
Nikki and Obadiah. Obadiah and Nikki.
Love, hate, hate, love.
All right, everyone in, let's go.
It's the worst of the riot on RadioU.
Okay, Nikki, it's time for us to take a little quiz here.
Do we win a prize at the end?
Well, I don't know if you win a prize, but...
Do I win some spicy chips for a food fight later?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to tell me what it means.
Sure.
Are you ready? The word is sartorial.
Is it like sarcastic, an editorial version of it?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Sartorial.
A sarcastic editorial. It's a sartorial. It's good.
I'm going to stick with that, even though I guess that's wrong.
That's not it. Let me put it to you this way.
Can I hear it in a sentence?
You can. The celebrity. I love my life.
That's a celebrity secretary.
Yeah, you guys know about that one?
Okay,
we're just mixing. The celebrity showcased her sartorial prowess in a snakeskin print blouse.
Our attitude or like our fashion sense?
Sartorial is an adjective that means relating to tailoring, clothes, or style.
Okay.
Sartorial elegance, another word that you would use.
That's the riot word of the day.
It is.
Why are we learning it?
No, I just wanted to see if anybody else knew what it was.
Did you see it in an article?
It was in a headline. They were like, this person, sartorial prowess. And I was like, what does that mean? That's either... Well, my first thought was like that fake news or like, oh, don't tell me that's filthy. I don't want to know about that.
It feels like they're trying to use big words in their article.
Well,
in their editorial.
In fairness, it worked. I had to look it up.
And you read it?
Sartorial. What the sartorial is that?
Maybe we're not in that world enough. We just don't know.
I know, but you know what, Nikki? We just got in that world. Right now, you and me, we just made it happen.
Now we're in it. All right, let's all remember sartorial.
Well, and I'm showcasing my sartorial prowess today because instead of just a T-shirt, I wore a flannel. That's a shirt with buttons.
You really fancied it up.
And so anytime you see Obadiah wearing buttons, he's really showing off his sartorial prowess.
Again, because now we've learned this word.
So... Dang, girl, sartorial skills, high five.
You're just using it in everything, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be, it's the new hotness. So get ready.
Well, try to use it today without like me recognizing. Just slip it in and see if anybody does anything.
Okay, like sartorial succotash.
No, not in a obviously like weird way, but just in a normal, hey, this is how I talk every day.
It's like, what are you guys doing today? You know what? A little sartorial research. Going to hit up Macy's. I don't know.
Something like that. Like shopping?
Swing by the mall. Just something nice. A little something for myself. Something for others.
Leftovers from the most disgusting meal you've ever had. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Nikki, you're a proponent of the Apple AirPod, as I understand it.
I am. I love my AirPods.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you marry them?
Okay. So stupid. Stupid way to bring our A game.
Not good enough for you, huh?
No, that wasn't.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Well, the Apple, as a side note, I'm jealous a little bit of the AirPod. I was in the store the other day. Now, keep in mind, anytime I go into the store, I am there to spend as little time as possible. Like when I go into the store, the game that I'm playing is how fast can I get what I need and get out of here?
With how few people can I speak with while I go through this?
Yeah, I in and out as fast as humanly possible. Why are you being like that? Because I hate the store. All right? I don't want to go in there.
And so you were in there, though.
So, yes, went to the grocery store, and I'm in line waiting to check out because I needed bread to go with the almond butter that I have. And so as I'm standing there, the girl in front of me has one AirPod in and one out.
Yeah.
And it was just so casual, and nonchalant. And I get it. I have plenty of earpods or earbuds that I could run, a wire. But, man, running a wire to your head, it just seems so pedestrian.
Can't you try the generic ones that are all over Amazon that look like AirPods, but they're not?
I mean, yeah, I could. But, I would know. And I have weird-shaped ears. They'd just be falling out.
No, I promise you, it's really weird. It's almost magical, okay? Because all the other Apple headphones and earbuds and all that stuff never fit my left ear correctly. Mm-hmm. But AirPods, they work.
They totally work.
And they stay in.
Let me tell you a little something, Nikki. The AirPod 2
is it coming?
Is ready to expand the magic.
Well, what are we doing? What's different?
So it's not like for sure just yet, but they are saying that probably sometime before the midway point in the year, we'll see the AirPod 2. And they will do, I've actually looked at other headphones that do this. Like, reportedly, these will do things like measure your heart rate and different things like that and give you, like, biofeedback. Because I can't remember where
guys,
it was.
We don't really want that.
Some people do.
If you're working out with them, yes, that's true.
Some people are like, I need to know what my heart rate is right now.
You don't get middle ground people with that. You either want to know or you're like, please don't tell me that.
Mm-hmm. So there is also, I guess they already announced them last year. So here I am thinking I've got something new, but they did announce them last year, and these do work with the Air Power Mat You use the Air Power mat, don't you?
The charging mats? Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what mine's called, but I got the generic Air mat.
The Air Power charger may have been great. So you don't have the Apple branded one?
I don't have the Apple branded one.
It's trash.
I know, isn't it?
It's trash.
Listen, I'm so tired at night. Sometimes, you know what I do a lot of times?
What?
I have a stupid coaster next to my mat that looks like
phone
it.
On the coaster?
So when I go to lean and put my phone on the mat, a lot of times I wake up, I'm like, why didn't my phone charge? It's because it was on the coaster and not my mat. So it's okay. I don't need to spend a lot of money.
You're good. Just got a text from Tim. All right. This is not what I expected to hear. Dude, I go to the store the same way. But this past Monday, the lady in front of me had a seizure, stopped breathing, had no pulse, and I watched her come back to life.
Oh, my gosh.
Epic.
That is epic, Tim.
Well, you know what's weird about that is, this is like a whole other topic, but you're in the store and you're like, I just need to get this and get out. And they're...
Something major happens and you're the one right behind. I know.
The lady in front of you, like they bring the ambulance in, they're saving your life, and you're like, so should I just get in another line? Like, is it rude for me to go around? Like, is this self-checkout?
Like, I know you're okay. I know you're okay. Well, it's like if there's an accident and you're like the witness.
I can't help. Like,
but you're the witness. You're supposed to stay.
The emergency people are here.
You're supposed to say what happened and leave a statement.
What? Like the lady in front of me, what
happened? Like, no, what led to it?
Her earpods are going to tell them. They can check the bio data and she'll be fine.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
She lived. We can make jokes about it.
Hear that
if she lived, you can joke about it.
That's good.
That's the rule.
That is the rule.
That's in the handbook, I think.
Hey, you've got to hand it to Obadiah and Nikki. Anyone can eat junk food all day.
Where's my food?
But they've figured out a way to get paid for it. The Riot on RadioU.
That song, What You May Not Know, is actually about the little Valentine's hearts.
The conversation hearts?
They need someone to fight for them, Nikki.
No, that time's up. I don't think that company will come back.
No, they do say they are coming back.
They are?
Okay, well, here's the deal. Okay, there is a company that bought Necco wafers, Sweethearts and Necco wafers. The Spangler Candy Company bought both of those companies. Necco wafers are the ones that make the Valentine's Day hearts. Like the little conversation hearts that say like, love you, girl power, hugs and kittens, be mine.
These sound so old, like old-timey ones, but it used to be the New England Confectionery Company. Mm-hmm. That was the oldest candy company.
That's Necco.
That sold to the Spangler Candy Company. And then this Conversations Heart, its parent company, when it went bankrupt last year, basically they said Candy Hearts would not be coming back.
Well, not back this year. They say that don't worry about it because they'll be back in time for 2020. But this year, there's no hope.
No, none of those Conversation Hearts, but you can still buy other companies' versions of them. But that stuff is, okay, no offense. I don't want to say the word trash, but...
Just to let you know, when you said you didn't want to say it, you said
Did they hear it?
I heard it.
That's like the stuff you glue to Valentine's Day cards when you were a kid. Oh, no thanks. It's like chalk. No, thank you.
I know, but there's something sweet about the chalkiness. It's like a chalky sweet.
Was it that or the message on them? Or
No, I'm just going to let you know, Nikki. I didn't have a Valentine till like my senior year of high school.
No, but like when you were a kid and you had your little Valentine's Day boxes, that was like currency at that time.
I always knew I wasn't good enough, even with those little boxes.
Okay, so that you have some memories with them.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't trigger anything. It's no big deal.
So they're saying in 2020 those will come back, but you can just buy the other companies' versions of them.
Right. So we posted about this on Facebook, and here's some of what we heard. Christina said these are the best parts of Valentine's Day.
The conversation hearts?
Ooh, Nikki.
Someone likes them?
Sounds like Christina and you. Fight! 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 Fight!
Finish her.
She says she can confirm that the ones from Dollar Tree are phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
Her word.
They like them?
Phenomenal. So apparently you can get them at Dollar Tree. Jacqueline says literally the only thing I look forward to on Valentine's Day, since I'm not really into the holiday.
People like eating the candy hearts?
Mm-hmm. Mercedes says I'm bummed about this. They tasted horrible, but they were fun to give. Mara said, I kind of have an assumption that this could be because of the media lately.
Because we're not allowed to say things like that.
And the Me Too movement. Oh, my gosh. Well, be mine. There's a lot of ownership. It's ugly.
You're not allowed to talk to people that way.
Stephanie said this is good news until they said they'd be back in 2020.
Steffi and I, we get along.
So, Brock's makes some, so you can get some there. Paige posted a photo of her bag of Brock's.
And Sweet Tart makes them too.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's things that can be done. There are ways around, but the original old school ones, they're going to be gone this year.
Till 2020.
So that patented chalk-like taste, that's gone.
Now, I bet you can still find them at random places because, candy doesn't always disappear. It's just how much do they have left? They didn't actively make any.
What, you're telling me that... these are the same ones they made in 1920? They made one batch and they're still selling them?
I'm just telling you, the ones they made in 2017. Well, when do those expire?
Yeah.
I'm sure you still will see some bags somewhere.
The other thing that you can do with those little hearts is if you have a room that's kind of damp and you don't have a dehumidifier, you can take those hearts and set them out in a room and it'll just suck up all the moisture. So, I mean, that's... if you got a problem in a basement or something like that, you
just put them in a bowl and just set them out.
Just set them out and
suck it all up.
Man, it's really dry in here. What happened?
I love that so much.
Just something to think about.
So, according to Sweethearts, for Valentine's Day, they say about 8 billion candy hearts would be put in production per year. Projected about 23 million pounds would have been sold around Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. And hey, Nikki, I just got a text from Zach. It says, it's okay, Nikki. If I ever get those hearts, I immediately throw them away. They're disgusting.
Yay! That was Zach, you said?
Yeah.
Aww.
Hooray for agreeing with Nikki. And hooray for throwing people's hearts in the trash.
No, you don't have to do it in front of them, but we don't have to eat them.
Zach feels like he'd do it in front of them.
He would. He'd make a statement.
These are trash!
I'd be like, oh, oops, look what just fell on the ground.
Oh, man. Stacy says, I once found a family member eating Tums as candy. Hey, Stacey, that's a whole other discussion. Don't get Nikki started on medicine as candy.
Vitamins.
She's got a whole story.
You're hearing it for the first time, and it sounds terrible.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
One of the best things that you can do today is to text Nikki and not go up and talk to her.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know what is wrong with you.
No, actually, I know what it's coming from.
Really?
I forgot my deodorant again today.
This is day two of Nikki not wearing deodorant.
So here's what this is. So KonMari, Marie Kondo,
yep.
The organization stuff, you're supposed to put a lot of your things in little baskets. And so you have little sections. And I know exactly what this is. I took a lot of my stuff that I do in the morning and I put it in a little basket next to my sink.
Okay.
It used to be in my medicine cabinet, which is to the left, on the wall.
So you're saying you open that up and take all your drugs?
Yeah, I would put makeup on or spray or something. And so my deodorant is in the medicine cabinet. It's on the wall to the left. I have not put that in my day-to-day basket. Everything else is now in the basket. And so that's why I've been forgetting my deodorant.
So you run through the basket, but no deodorant.
But I'm not checking the medicine cabinet, which is where my deodorant is. And apparently I just don't remember that in the morning until later.
Have you noticed more flies seem to be following you around?
No, I don't smell or anything. I didn't smell yesterday when I finally got home to put it on.
Not that you could smell.
I don't know what it is. It's uncomfortable because I have 2 shirts on today. I have a shirt and a hoodie. And it just feels like my underarm is not smooth. And it feels so uncomfortable.
You miss the kind of lubrication that's provided by deodorant.
And it bothers me. So that's why I remembered. I was just sitting here gosh, what is wrong? And then I remember again, I forgot my deodorant again.
No deodorant again. I'm
going to have to put it in the basket.
We're getting into habit territory now.
I know.
We're getting into the whole thing where Nikki's like, I don't wear deodorant because I don't want those chemicals on my body.
I need it. I need it just to feel comfortable. I am so uncomfortable.
So, why don't you just, if you want to maintain the lubrication without the smelling effects, get some Vaseline or some other kind of product like that and
put
just
it there?
Rub it under your arms, and that way you'll be swish, 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 swish.
Wouldn't that maybe clog the pores? I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know if that'd be good.
I don't stink anymore, but I also have a horrible rash.
I know. It's I can't move. I got with some deodorant that I bought. It came with a free. You ever try those lip balms that come in the little balls?
Let me ask you a question.
No, you haven't. I know you haven't.
What do you think?
It's a slightly bigger version, but it's deodorant. So you can put it in your bag, and then you just roll it on. I need to put that in my bag. I need to. I need a work deodorant.
Boone says it puts the deodorant in the basket.
I need to put it in the basket. I don't know. Can you go the day without? It's winter. It's not hot. Can I not wear deodorant?
I mean, you probably can. Hannah says, Nikki, you should just keep some deodorant in your car.
Yes, boom. I should.
You got to have emergency deodorant.
I need it somewhere. I was going to put it here, in my desk.
Yeah, or maybe just set it out next to the box of tissues.
Well, I don't want to set my deodorant out.
This is Nikki's deodorant.
No one touch it, please.
No, I
That's personal. I feel if not, I'll put it in a drawer in the bathroom here.
Does the morning basket lock the medicine cabinet is Jason's question.
No, it does not.
Lock the medicine cabinet?
I don't know why you would say lock the medicine cabinet, but I just haven't been going into the medicine cabinet because all my stuff is now in a basket, nice and neat, next to the sink.
Going into the medicine cabinet? How big is this thing?
It's the ones
Good
on the
Lord,
wall.
is it an entire apothecary?
Huge. You
tell me, Nikki. Is it an entire... What do you call that again?
I don't want to say that word. I can't say that word.
Go ahead and say it.
I'm not saying it. It's bad enough I don't have deodorant on today and I'm feeling a little off.
Okay, it's fine.
Just off.
Julia in Pittsburgh says, I have a work deodorant in my desk.
That's what I need. I need to bring one.
That's what you need. I'm pretty sure I still have one upstairs. Just for things like this. And, Nikki... I smell and I sweat a lot, so I've got deodorant all over. In fact, I've got deodorant buried outside. I've got in
case you get locked out and you need it outside.
I've got some stashed up under my bumper with a magnet on it.
I don't think I need that much, but I now need to bring in a work deodorant because this is the second day in the row I forgot that.
I want you to get on Amazon right now.
And just ship some here? Mm-hmm. I could do that.
Yeah, that way you'll just be set. Bridget says the cabin is technically a basket. It's a basket on the wall.
And I'm not looking in it. I'm not.
Wish the worst of the riot would never end?
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
What is wrong with you? Get our daily podcast through iTunes, Google Play, or the RadioU app.
I always love to hear what are the things that you guys remember about us.
So funny.
Nikki and I are talking about all this different stuff. We're in here for a couple of hours a day talking, and I love what people grab onto. Aaliyah just texted, and she says, just tuning in. Obi, what happened with your Amazon account? Isn't today the day?
I think that's so funny because yesterday you just casually mentioned that your Amazon Prime ends today.
Yeah, that's right. Today's the last day, and I'll tell you what I did. I converted to a monthly Amazon Prime account.
Oh, did you just decide?
Well, because it came down to, okay, you can pay, I think it's like $12 a month or $120 a year. So by paying yearly, I would save $24 a year. But I'm just going to play it. It's kind of like if I would say it's complicated, like we're still together, but we're not like together.
You just don't know if you could see yourself together past a certain point.
So it's not that I want to be uncommitted to them. It's just I need to take a step back and reevaluate some of my priorities and kind of get to know myself a little bit.
So you still have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and I kind of hate myself for that. Truth be told, I wish I had the strength
to break up,
to just end it. But you start thinking about the good times.
You can still buy from them. It's just not going to come as fast.
Well, it's not going to come as fast. And if I want to get free shipping, I'm going to have to end up paying a whatever. And okay, that's the other thing that gets you is you start to ask yourself okay, how much do you buy really? And how much is shipping? Because you're always trying to get free shipping, but how much is it really? Because I'm not watching any Amazon TV shows. I'm not using their music service.
Maybe outside of Christmas time, if you buy a lot of presents for shopping, are you utilizing it the rest of the year?
And does that mean I should start buying stuff right now?
And would you buy all the stuff that we buy?
If you didn't have Prime, would you just be like, man, screw it.
You don't need it.
I don't need that.
Oh, these are questions. These are very big questions. We're not ready to, like you said, you're still on a monthly now. We're not ready to completely cut that, but these are very important questions.
Like soul searching, reach down in your heart, what's going on?
Because if you're like, I don't want to buy anymore, then take that away.
Mm-hmm. Come on. So I don't know. But yes, Aaliyah, I appreciate that my life matters enough to you.
That you remember his Amazon Prime was almost over.
It was almost over. And so I'll just let you know that I switched to monthly.
Well, we'll keep updated.
Yeah.
Don't forget to text 877-2-RADIO-U anytime there's something you want to bring up and put your name there too.
Oh, Connor says, I remember Riot port-a-potty stories.
So, you remember way back in the day.
You know what, Nikki, why don't you and I today just go out and find a porta-potty and put you in it and see how it goes?
The porta-potty stuff is I don't like going into a porta-potty.
Right. Or Amazon Prime. So
that's it. Those are the two things.
Maybe we could order a porta-potty from Amazon Prime.
Can you buy one of those?
How long? Okay, now we have to know. Amazon.
You can't, can you? Because it has to be like a service that does it.
You know what?
Porta-potty.
I know what we could get you. We could get you one of those kind that you can attach.
The camping ones?
Attach to the side of the truck. You could just use that one.
Oh, the ones that go on the back?
No,
these are like portable RV toilets. I don't see a porta-potty.
Yeah, like a big blue one.
One comes with a bag? Oh, gosh, just to hold it.
Hey.
Like, hold the whole trip. It goes in like a cooler bag. What's wrong?
That you gotta... You can't just...
Can't even look at it.
If you're using the side of the truck, you have to... you
might as well just go out in the woods. Because I just can't. Don't look at it.
Here's some Reliance double-duty waste bags with biogel.
What's going in there?
I think you answered your own question.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
The bag could be terrifying.
Oh my gosh, look, here you go. Wolf-wise pop-up privacy portable camping biking toilet shower beach changing room stall.
Yeah, it's just a tent.
It's a tent, and then you carry a little something into it.
Oh, I can't.
And then you...
All right, we're done talking about that. Thank you, everybody.
Here's a
Stop looking at stuff.
A folding commode portable toilet seat.
Did you hear what it's called? Green elephant?
You just attached a little bag?
Stop looking at it. Oh, stop looking. Stop.
Oh, somebody's birthday's coming up. Oh, my gosh.
If you got me a toilet bucket, I'd kill you.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, this is the worst. And then one day you'd be like, this is the best thing ever. Thank you for being my friend.
Getting me something I never buy myself. A privacy tent.
Yeah, it's okay. You know what? Just stop there.
Starting your day with the worst of the riot is a great idea because it's guaranteed to get better from here. It's the Riot on Radio U.
Girls, I use guys. I feel like I'm very
everyone.
I feel like I'm super outdated, but if I saw a group of girls, I'd be like, hey guys, how's it going? And some people will be like, the patriarchy.
It's wrong.
I don't know.
Just yell people. Hey people.
I was raised in a backwater, semi-suburban environment where I guess I'm still a product of my environment, and I'm sorry. But hey, guys,
yes.
You need to go check this out. I just found the perfect Nikki present, and I just posted it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/RadioU. And I wanted to say thanks to Connor, because if it wasn't for Connor's text, we would have never gone down this road.
We haven't talked about porta potties and potty stuff in a while.
Haven't talked about porta potties, and he texted in about porta potties, and the next thing you know, hello.
It's just bad. Did you post the bucket, the toilet?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Did you see the price? Like the
$20?
No, 20 to what?
To $185, but that's if you're getting a 3-pack.
That's from different sellers.
So I mean, if you're getting a 3-pack, it's getting pricey, right?
So you could have a toilet bucket. Like if you, maybe because
it's
I don't go.
It's a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet seat on it.
Maybe because I don't go camping and I don't go hunting. I just can't even think about that.
It's perfect for you, Nikki.
Yeah, that's what I want. My birthday's coming up.
Throw it in the back of the car.
Oh, inside the car. Maybe if you had a truck, it'd have to be outside. You can't even put that inside. Don't even.
You know, if you're just out in the woods and nature calls.
You're supposed to try to hold it. And you're like, I can't. The more you hold it, the better you get at holding it. So you just have to really work at it.
Train those muscles? Yes, is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Nikki's at home. You see her sitting there. What are you doing? Training.
It. Well,
I'm training right now.
Even though I'll stick up for the fact that does look cleaner and more comfortable than some gas station bathrooms, like if you're on a road trip.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe the bucket could be better.
Well, if you guys want to see it, and more importantly, probably have one sent to Nikki for her birthday.
If someone does, I'm going to not accept the package. We're going to return it.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We're taking it.
No,
and
I don't
I'll tell you
want
what
that.
else we're going to do.
What?
We're going to put it. I'm going to put it. Nikki has a credenza in her office because she's so important. She needs multiple pieces of furniture. And so
it was there when I came into the office.
And so I like to imagine us putting this right next to your
speakers and stuff.
Yeah, right there on your credenza. Oh, yeah. People walk in and you're like, don't. I want to bring people on tours.
And be like, she wouldn't keep working unless she got her own bathroom.
When Nikki got promoted,
she had a couple of demands.
There was a couple things she wanted. She wanted more vacation and a private bathroom.
And so this is how we had to make that happen.
So,
just don't bring it up. She's very sensitive about it.
Okay. You know what? I like what we're doing here. We're doing the Lord's work here.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Think Obadiah owns too many video games?
Get us out of here. Roger that.
Well, maybe you'll think differently when... Okay, you're right. There's no conceivable scenario where anyone needs that many. The Riot on RadioU.
Lots of people texting to talk about Nikki, port-a-potties, and Amazon Prime.
I didn't bring it up. Someone else brought it up, and apparently that's what we're talking about.
Stacy says, Nikki doesn't like porta-potties and talking about visiting outer space. Could you imagine a porta-potty in space?
Not even a porta-potty, just whatever potty they have in space. That's not going to work for me.
And I'll just have to tell you, all potties in space are porta-potties.
Yes, and I don't want to be in space anyways.
There are currently no permanent potties.
No permanent structures
in space.
No, thank you.
And so we found, if you go to Facebook.com/RadioU, you will find a porta-potty kit that I thought would make a very nice gift if someone's birthday's coming up and they need a little something. And Dan from Marysville, he texted and said, Obadiah should buy this and call it his emergency Taco Bell aftermath kit.
Or insert your own restaurant there. It doesn't have to be Taco Bell, but just, if you would keep it in the back of your car. Can you imagine if someone, you go to the car wash or someone just borrows your car and they don't know the story behind it, but in the back of your car is the portable toilet bucket.
You know what they'll think? They'll be like, Nikki is so well prepared.
No, if it was your car, it's not going to happen in mine.
Any circumstance, she's ready to go.
Ready to go. You're supposed to have those kits, if you,
an emergency kit?
Yeah, if your car broke down or something, you should have a couple of granola bars, some bottled water, and maybe a towel or two.
Sure. So this would be perfect for you, right?
I guess. Be
glad you had it. Tom in Utah, he just said, imagine going here, no restrooms, no paper towels, no toilet paper, and no hand wipes 2 hours from town.
He sent some pictures of some very isolated area. But, Tom, I think it might be easier for me to use the bucket or that sort of stuff because there's no other choice. I've never been in such a remote area.
Right.
There's no other choice.
You could do it if you had
Your mind would be like, this is all we have. This is it. So it's actually a bonus to have it there. But when you're so close to town, then I can't do it.
So I found myself this nice porta-potty bucket for Nikki on Amazon. We were talking about Amazon Prime and whether it was worth it. And I like this. Kyle texted and said, I took it in the year 2017. I kept a log of what I ordered on Amazon using Prime and how much I actually saved with my membership, and I realized I didn't order it enough for it to be worth the price.
Well, Obi was one day from his Amazon Prime membership, being canceled, and we've talked about it for a year or so. Do we want to keep it or not? It's one of those things with Netflix, you wouldn't mind getting rid of, but then you're like, well, I've had it forever. How do I get rid of it?
Hannah says that Amazon Prime is a scam. And see, here's the thing, Kyle and Hannah, I think that at this point, what I need to do is go ahead and order this porta-potty bucket for Nikki because it's on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime. I should go ahead and get that 2-day shipping, and boom.
You order that, then that's wasting your money.
What do you mean?
That's not a gift for me. That's not going to count as my birthday gift.
Nikki, you need to receive that gift.
I do not need to receive that gift.
You do.
Oh, and you know what you should do? Put Space Camp on Blu-ray in the bucket.
That way you can,
the bucket.
No,
that way it'd be the funniest, and you'd open it up, and 2 gifts I don't want.
You know what, guys? Joke's over. I got Nikki a Space Camp poster for her office, autographed by
part of the crew.
River Phoenix. No, what's the guy? Joaquin Phoenix. I got his autograph. It's on there.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate all the text messages. We really do.
Yeah, and everybody that appreciates how much effort I'm going to make Nikki's birthday extra special this year.
Oh, yes.
Your morning, but without yelling, laughing, or music.
Don't deprive me of that.
We wouldn't dream of it. It's The Riot on RadioU.
Dude, this sounds so awesome. I'm talking about what they're doing in Bahrain. Everybody vacations there.
It's just a normal destination.
So here's the idea. They are setting up an underwater theme park. So the idea, it's 100,000 square meters, which would be over 1 million square feet. And it's just set up to be an enclosed environment where you go diving.
You swim around?
Yes. Awesome. One of the things they'll have, a sunken 747.
Oh, so just swim? That'd be cool.
For you to go to swim, you get to swim down in it. They'll have artificial coral reefs, and there will be other sculptures. Gosh.
Sculptures. I got what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
I gotcha.
Okay, and stuff that you can swim around in.
So would you scuba dive there,
awesome.
or what would you do?
Isn't that awesome? That's exactly what you would do.
It does. Now, no offense, it seems a bit like maybe it's not as much if I were to travel all the way there just for that. But it'd be nice if it was here and a little bit closer to home.
Something tells me that when you look, oh my gosh, did you know the capital of Bahrain is Manama?
Stop it. Stop
you
it.
Have to.
Stop it. Just stop. Stop. Stop it.
You have to. You have to.
Then he's still doing it.
Manamana.
No, that's not what that is.
They need to license and buy that song, and that is their tourism theme, guys. Where are they on that? It must be they just haven't heard it yet.
So what is the theme park called? Or is it they're building it now, or is it built?
Well, I don't think I have a name for it yet. Developed next to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Bahrain, the Pearl Trail. No, I don't know what it's called yet, but it sounds amazing. The Pearl of Dubai? Is that what it's going to be called?
Could be. So, yeah, they're going to sink the 747 and they'll put it in there.
That's amazing. They say it's just off the coast of Bahrain, and it's a big dive and snorkel tourism location. I think that sounds really awesome.
I put that on the bucket list.
Yeah, you know what that means. We're not doing
That's
that.
a we'll see. Is that what like your parents telling you we'll see?
That's exactly what it is. We're not going to get to do it. And
we don't get to do anything fun, do we?
We never do anything
fun, right?
We never do anything fun. And you know what? Just because we never get to do anything fun.
Oh, it's just the name.
Nikki. Manamana.
Just their capital.
Manamana. Come on!
The capital
of Bahrain.
All day you're going to just hear that in your head.
Already there. Already there. And you and I are going scuba diving later.
Might as well plan that for today.
We're going to the community center.
We're just going to bring our tanks and everything.
Stay in your own lane, bro.
Bring a little tiny model plane, put it in the water.
Same thing.
You remember that time you started your morning with a gas station breakfast sandwich and immediately regretted it? Yeah, it's like that. The Riot. Radio U.
You know, Nikki, would you go snorkeling? Or no.
Scuba diving?
Scuba diving.
Have
you ever done it before?
I've done a class, which was like in a pool when I was younger.
Okay.
So I've done that. I've done a lot of snorkeling.
Okay. I haven't done that.
No, but I probably would. It just depends.
Okay. Do you know why I'm really interested in snorkeling?
Why?
Because it's a weird combination between flying and being in space.
The feeling of it?
Yeah, because you can pretend you're flying like, woo.
I want to try to, the full face masks. Have you seen those for scuba diving or for snorkeling, actually? The full complete glass, and then it's got the snorkel attached to it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you've been snorkeling before, especially when you were younger, it's just harder to maneuver and not get a mouthful of water.
We should totally do that.
It sounds fun.
I know. You know what? Let's forget about it when the show's over and never talk about it again.
High five.
Woo! Hey, you know what? I recently got an Amazon Prime membership, so why don't we take a look and see?
You've had one. You're just re-amped up for the year.
Face mask. Why don't we get one? Look at that. Only $30.99 and it's Prime,
wonderful.
Which means that we're going to have it in, they say 2 days, but it's going to take a lot longer.
You know what we could do? We could flood one of the rooms. Just see.
Do you want to know something? When I was a kid, I used to always have this, like, I guess you would call it a fantasy, but I feel like that's weird. This fantasy that we could flood the basement and turn it into, and you could just swim in the basement.
I know.
And I was like, I always thought like that'd be so awesome. Like it's a hole, we just fill it with water, and we can just swim down there.
And then when you're not a kid anymore, and you realize flooding the basement's probably like the worst thing you could ever do.
Well, I mean, like to grown-ups, but like as a kid, it was just like, yeah, dude, we just have this huge pool in the basement. It would be awesome.
Because
we
could see it in movies.
We could just go swim whatever we want.
You could go see it in movies, and then it was like, oh, you could just swim, and it would be okay. It would just dry out when that's not the case.
Well, sure.
You'd have to call in a crew.
No big deal.
Well, okay, we could do that like one of the bathrooms here. Just go swimming.
Okay, you know what? All right, okay. It's funny you'd say that. But in college, one of the things that I was never a part of, but I heard that other people did, was that you could, in the bathroom, like in the shower area.
You can fill up the shower with it.
You take the stall doors, and then you take some of the
shower curtains.
Yeah, and you could flood it up to a certain point. And I came in one time, and some guys were trying it, and they had managed to get the water full up. Like they were all sitting in it, and it was like their feet had disappeared in it. It was up to like their belly buttons or something. And I was like, I don't even want to fathom what you're sitting in right now.
The filth.
Like this
the filth.
You don't even know how gross that is.
But I mean, if you had your snorkel thing, it'd be awesome.
How many hundreds of freshman guys have taken showers in here? And by the way, it's cleaned by freshman guys, which means it's not getting cleaned at all. And you're sitting in it.
I wish we had a pool. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, it would be, right? We should get a pool. Let's go ahead. Let's make some phone calls today. No one ever parks in that part of the parking lot. They never do.
We could just, build out over there.
Yeah, and we make it look like, is solarium the word? It's all glass around, so, you could see in and out.
You could do that. Thank you, Aaron, for texting. Maybe he's from Texas. He says, fun fact, Texas they don't have basements, which is the worst thing because basements are the best in summer.
Why don't they have basements in Texas?
By the ground. Like you don't build. It's like in Florida, they don't bury the people in the ground.
Oh, they don't?
No, I think it's kind of above. It's kind of like that. I just don't think they put them there. There's just no basements.
I feel like what you're talking about right now, I don't feel like you're going to be able to verify that. It doesn't feel super factual, okay?
I think Florida's the same. Florida can't have basements either.
It doesn't feel super factual. It feels like...
It is too.
I feel like baby Nikki's in the car with her dad, and her dad's like, hey, Nikki, you know what? They don't bury people in Florida. They all have to be in mausoleums.
They have to be above. There's no basements. I don't think there either. Yes, Florida cannot have basements. Thank you, Chuck. Or Jason as well. Thank you for texting.
Chuck, what Chuck says is, you're like Florida cannot have basements.
No,
what is that?
He's just texting is wrong.
Okay, Jason says it's because the water table is too high. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Verified.
Oh, yeah. I just got a text message from some guy I don't know. I'm sure it's true.
But if I say it and he says it, then that's two.
Also, let me tell you a few things about what I learned on the internet last night. I know a lot of things now.
Turn it up loud enough and your neighbors will call the cops. Because it's obviously a cry for help. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Nikki, if I told you that the Royal Caribbean, the cruise line, unveiled the blaster, what would you think I was talking about?
Well, it's either what they can clean the norovirus with, or perhaps it's some sort of like their slide thing or something, or like a water feature.
See, here's what
like
I
a
was
water
thinking.
Park thing.
It's like you get on the cruise and they're like, it's their new euphemism for the norovirus. Like, I'm not feeling so good. You've got the blaster!
Or no, that's the code that they talk to each other with. They're like, boss, we got a blaster.
I got a blaster down at the buffet.
On deck 5.
I got a code blaster down here.
That could be it.
All right, get into the infirmary.
Maybe that's a new...
Wipe that whole place down.
On and off code word to like get people on and off the boat. Something like that.
It's the blaster. Just love the idea of like, oh, fist bump, you got the blaster. Now we're going to have to quarantine you. But there's
you might not get your money back.
There's no additional charge for that.
Bra.
High five. What's
don't
up?
touch.
You're the blaster now. No, it is their water slide. They say it's the largest water
boring
slide.
now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just not as exciting. The largest water slide ever at sea, 800 feet long.
Is it a norovirus water slide?
No, but I'll tell you, it only takes one person having norovirus to get on the slide. It only takes one blast from a blaster on the blaster, and then everybody's going to have it. But yes, there it is. It's a 2-person slide, so you get on a tube, and then you go all over this water slide. Okay, no offense, but I get it. I get it. But I'm looking at this photo of the blaster. It's on Navigator of the Seas. And I see that this thing is running all over the place, and there's a tennis court. I already have those.
On land, you mean?
Yeah, there's a tennis court right over there.
But it's not yours.
And there are water slides. No, what I'm saying is I don't need to get on a boat to get in the middle of the ocean to get on a water slide and play tennis. If I want to do those things, it's a 5-minute drive.
Right over there.
Yeah.
Free community one.
So I don't need to get in them. They're like, we got the biggest water slide in the middle of the ocean.
But I think the thrill of being on a slide, on a boat, on the water. It's, whoa.
You really think so?
Maybe. Because you're going around the ship. Maybe.
You know what? I
think
know
people drink a lot on the boats.
Okay, now that's true.
And I think that
I know that's
everything seems more fun. The blaster seems really cool.
Bro, we did the blaster blasted, and I was blasting.
I think it makes it a little bit more exciting.
I guess so.
Or if it's for kids.
Now, the other thing I realize that almost all fun falls apart when you apply your cynical mind to it. Okay,
yes, it does.
I get that. I totally get that.
That's why we're not on a cruise ship.
I get it. But just looking at this photo, I'm like, come on our boat. You pay us $1,000. We'll take you to the middle of the ocean. You can get on this water slide and play tennis.
Don't touch that water, though. Stay on the boat.
Why do I need to fly to Florida, get on the boat, and then have you boat me 1,000 miles, and then I'm on a water slide?
You're not supposed to
think about
pick it apart like that.
I'm not supposed to think about it.
You're not. And be in a small room with lots of food on the boat.
And the potential to be one of those special blaster people.
I was watching a vlog with Eric, and he's like, look how, I said, I'm not going to take a cruise. The rooms are so tiny. I like to go and you have some time in a nice resort, or you got a nice hotel room, not on a cruise ship. He goes, no, look how spacious it is. Because they were using that fisheye lens. They know better than that.
How big it is.
They were totally making it look like that. I'm like, that is not a big room. No.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, the all-new blaster, Nikki.
Coming to the Royal Caribbean.
Woo!
We really sold it, I think.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. I think their PR people are on the phone. You guys listen to Ledger. We're going to take this call.
Yeah, it's very important. They want us to come on board the ship now.
Hey, guys, you're really selling it. Could you come into one of our meetings and help us?
If Nikki sounds a little bored this morning, it's because Obadiah is still talking.
Too much talking.
It's the Riot on RadioU.
Talking.
The Riot. Food Fight.
All right. Thank you to Nick, who is the founder of this feast. I also want to say hi to Justin and Mindy, who also sent us Sour Patch Kids and Dippin' Dots.
Banana split cereal.
Right. We're going to try those, you think, tomorrow?
I think so. I set a reminder before I come into work to bring milk with us, but if not, maybe next week.
Are you going to bring real milk, like Fruit of the Cow?
No, I was going to bring almond milk. You didn't mind it last time, did you?
No, it's fine.
We've had a lot of cereal food fights recently. Just a lot of cereal in general.
They be good.
But I feel like it's been a while since we've done a chip food fight. So I'm glad we have this today.
All right, so here we go, Nikki. What we have here are Flamin' Hot Nacho Doritos.
Yeah, those are new.
And then we've got Diablo chips from Taco Bell. Now, Nikki, do you want me to hand you the Doritos or the devil?
Let's do. Well, I don't know which one feels like the Diablo feels like
Diablo,
its name
to me,
scarier.
Sounds a lot scarier.
Let's try that one.
All right, so I feel.
You're going to be able to open. You want scissors?
Well, okay, no.
I know you don't want to pop them.
That's exactly it right there. It's a matter of not wanting the chips to go everywhere.
We won't look at you. So just everybody look to the side. Get
it's fine.
Them open.
Just take them.
Everybody doing good? Don't look at them. Pressure. Hey, you got it. Okay.
All right, let's get the first.
Do they smell spicy?
It smells like the devil's armpit. It doesn't smell they smell terrible.
Is that on the bag? Is that a part of the tagline?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Says this is my warning label.
You know what? Those were a lot harder to open than the Doritos.
Think maybe they're spicier
The
then?
Doritos definitely smell like Doritos.
Sure.
I mean, you can smell the spice, but they smell like Doritos.
You get that cheese kick with it.
So the Flamin' Hot Nacho Dorito is a new, I think maybe a limited time flavor, but the Taco Bell Diablo, that's just, it's in the wild, Nikki.
Is this supposed to be like the chips if you get Taco Bell, like if you get...
I think it's supposed to be the essence of their Diablo sauce.
All right, let's try it.
Is that where we're starting?
I think so. I've never had the Diablo sauce.
Oh, I don't care for the flavor at all.
It's not too spicy.
Wait for it. I think there's some spice there.
A little bit on the tongue.
Yeah.
Not worried yet, but it's a little something.
Oh, I think that's hot.
Is that a no though?
And that's not a compliment.
It's not a good hot.
Yeah, like that is a very spicy.
You feel it on your tongue, but it's not unbearable. But
right. Okay.
I'll put it over here. I'm going to put the devil chip over there.
I'm trying to get a...
If you like the sauce, I bet it must be amazing in chip form.
Oh, yeah. I just felt one pore open on the top of my head to sweat a little bit. I mean, it's not unbearable, but it's... You know what it is? It's the kind of hot I don't really like. But I don't like the flavor of it very much. Way more peppery than cheesy. Of course, It doesn't say it's a cheese nacho chip. So
this is the Flaming Hot Nacho, which I really wish we would have done these separately, like different days, because we won't be able to tell. Well, where's the heat coming from?
I think the only way, we'll know if the heat gets cranked up after the Flamin' Hot Nacho Dorito.
Uh-huh. I'm going to eat on the other side of my mouth where the Diablo chip wasn't. That taste is really good, but where's the heat at?
It's got a way better flavor.
Yes, it does. But where's the hot part?
Oh, there's still some spice in there.
Well, it actually cooled my mouth down from the Diablo part.
I do think the Diablo is hotter, but it tastes like an armpit. It's not good.
No, this tastes good. You can.
This is delicious.
The heat does build afterwards, but that's a good heat.
You got to give it some time.
That's really good.
Okay, that is spicier than a spicy. I eat spicy nacho Doritos.
Yeah,
because
really
they're good and good for you.
Flamin' Hot Nachos are good.
This is definitely hotter than a spicy nacho Dorito.
Totally, you could eat the bag. Like, I don't feel like you'd get too overwhelmed by the spice.
That'll do, pig.
Thank you for bringing those in, Nick. We appreciate it. Need a water?
Well, got to clear the palate, because the other thing we didn't do, I didn't see what we're going to do. We have the Taco Bell Fire, which, I mean, it's not going to be as hot as Diablo.
So is Fire their other sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, they got mild, I think they have mild hot fire in Diablo, or it might be just mild and fire.
But Diablo's spicier than Fire sauce?
I'm telling you, they smell like dog food.
You do not like that smell.
They smell like dog food.
And they feel a lot like cardboard.
Yeah. Also does not taste good. Does not taste good.
I don't like the chip. The chip is way thicker than the nachos. I don't like the chip as much. Okay, well, let's go.
Those are okay. I would take those over the Diablo. I think the Diablo tastes terrible.
Listen, we're having chips. It's not all bad. It might be spicier, but it's not all bad.
Yeah.
So first place, I think, goes to the
Flamin' Hot Nacho for sure. Like,
the way.
No doubt in my mind.
Absolutely all the way.
Diablo just, I'm sorry. It just doesn't taste good, okay? Good work, Taco Bell. Keep trying. Keep trying. Oh, gosh, you know what?
What?
I didn't even think about it. Are we set for a cleanse now?
Are you going to tell me when you start...
A Diablo cleanse?
Tell me when you start feeling bad.
We gonna get the devil out of you, son!
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
Now we're just sounding pathetic.